At the practical level, it is ahankara that denies us the direct experience of Ananda Swarupa. That is what our true nature is. Ahankara has to be destroyed by all the means was emphasized in 13 verses. And ahankara can be destroyed only by direct knowledge of one's Swarupa. When ahankara is destroyed in terms of knowledge of oneself, no more identification with the embodiment. The one who has got identification with the embodiment alone can have desire. One who has no identification with the body cannot have desire. That is why in sleep you have no desire. Parama Vairagi. Everyone is Parama Vairagi in deep sleep. Why? No identification. What about the case in dream and waking? Why? Identifying the body is there. No identifying the body, no desire. And when desire, what does the desire do? Desire, you know what happens? Creates the Bheda. What Bheda? desirer and the desired object. Desirer and the desired object. And Veda Kalpana means samsara goes on thriving. It goes on thriving. Now a question may come. Fine. The one who is identified with the embodiment has got desire. Desires are there means desirer and desired object, Veda Kalpana. But when the ahankara is destroyed, it is destroyed once for good. And when it is destroyed once for good, where is the question of again identification with the body, again desiring and Veda Kalpana? How is it there? Yes, if it is ahankara is totally destroyed, not to revive again, no problem. But what happens? Habitual errors are there. Habitual errors, because the jnana nishtha is not thorough. See, in spite of gaining the knowledge, what happens? Ahankara can revive. See, I have already told many times, context is of Jivan Mukti, not merely Videha Mukti. In Videha Mukti, once you get Sakshatkara, thereafterwards, that Videha Mukti cannot be stopped. But in Jivan Mukti, that itself is not enough, because by habit and lack of nishtha in the knowledge, ahankara can revive. Ahankara revives means Vishaya Chinta. Vishaya Chinta means let me have it, desire. Again, Veda continues. So that is the case. He says, if the question is, see, it is true. One who is identified with the embodiment entertains desire. One who has got Atma Jnana has no desire. But why should he bother? Ahankara destroyed, gone once for ever. So why? The reason is being given. Continue. This we already seen. 311 we already seen last time.
Arya pravartana bija pravruddhi paridrushyate. Arya pravartana bija pravruddhi paridrushyate. Arya nasha bija nashaha. Arya nasha bija nashaha. Tasmakaryam nirodhaye. Karyam pravartanat bija pravruddhi paridrushyate. Karya nasha bija nashaha. Tasmat karyam nirodhaye. Again, karya pravartanat bija pravruddhi paridrushyate. Karya nasha bija nashaha. Tasmat karyam nirodhaye.
Karya pravardhana. Pravardhana, growth. By the growth of karya, the effect. Now we have to find out what is this karya effect. We have to go to the earlier verse. There it was told, Ataha artha sandhana paratvam. What was that artha sandhana paratvam? Vishayanuchintanam. Brooding over the sense object. Thinking of the sense object with asakti, with preeti for them. So that is what is called as karya. Why? It is the product of dehatmana samsthitihi. Identifying the body gives rise to vishayanu chintana, artha sandhana. Sandhana means Chintana. So Vishayanu Chintana. So therefore, this Karya is Vishayanu Chintana as told in the earlier verse. Karya Pravardhana, by the growth of Vishayanu Chintana, Bija Pravruddhihi Paridrishyate. That means growth of seed is seed. What is the seed? Dehatmana samsthitihi, identification with the body. So therefore, Bija Pravrutti is Bija Bhuta Ahankarasya Pravrutti. Bija Bhutasya Ahankarasya Pravrutti. Growth of Ahankara, which is in the form of seed of what? Vishayanu Chintana. Drishyate. Now, Karyanasha, Bijanasha. If Vishayanu Chintana is destroyed, Ahankara has no water. It will get dried up. So the Karyanasha, Bijanasha. So by destruction of Karya, that is Vishayana Chintana, Bijanasha, that is Ahankara, gets destroyed. Therefore, what is to be done now? Karyam Nirodhaye. Therefore, control Vishayana Chintana. See, by destruction of seed, Karana, effect can be destroyed. Other way also, by controlling the Karya, seed also can be controlled. They say, now here the other way. So that is what he says. Of course, this is in the context of a person who has already got the knowledge, but no jnana nishtha, so that this ahankara should not revive, and therefore this is suggested to have Jivan Mukti. Now one may say, why are you so much after this Vishayana Chintana? Let Vishayana Chintana be there. What is wrong? After all, see, Vishayana Chintana is natural or not? You should not go against nature. You should not go against the natural things. You go and jump in Ganga at Hardwar or Rishikesh. Don't resist. Without a ticket, you will reach Hubli. Without a ticket, you will reach Hubli. It is easy to get drifted away along the current and the majority. That is why Prabhupada says, Kashchid Dhira Avritta Chakshuhu Tam Dhira. So that is there. So that thing is that first you decide what you are in for. First you decide. Veda doesn't tell that you should not have Vishayana Chintana. If that is the case, look at Karma Kanda and Upasana Kanda portion. Very desires which you can never imagine also are there. I think no super shopping center or no mall can beat it. Is that? But it is a statutory warning. What is a statutory warning? These cannot make you really contented in life. So all the result is what? Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, and if you want to continue, God feed unto you. We have got from Agnihotra up to Ashwamedha. So Gandharva Loka onward up to Brahma Loka. We have got choice. You can have your own choices, but a warning. This can't really make you happy. this can't really make you happy. If you want to really be free, totally free from sorrow and have the limitless ananda, better discover yourself. For that, right about term is necessary. Right about term is necessary. If you want, we don't insist. Shruti doesn't insist. That is why dhiraha. So you should know. The person to whom Upanishad or Vedanta is addressed is different from this. So otherwise, no. Any shastra which asks you to go against the natural, this thing is non-thinking. This is modern discovery. That means what will happen? Entire Upanishad will be non-thinking means बुद्धि दे दो बुद्धि नहीं है बुद्धि दे दो तेलुगु बुद्धि नहीं है नॉन थिंकिंग उसको विचार नहीं है बोलते उसको विचार नहीं है विचार नहीं कर सकता है दैट इज बुद्धि नहीं है इट्स नॉट दैट वे इट इज टू अ स्पेसिफिक पर्सन Shruti is very clear about that. That is why it shows sadhaka-sampatti is specified. Because navistena tarpaniyaha manushya. So that from that standpoint, karya, that vishayanuchintana, is the one which keeps your samsara continue. So that is how Vishayanuchintana keeps the samsara continued is now explained.
Vasana vruddhita karyam karya vruddhya cha vasana vardhate sarvatha punsaha samsaro na nivartate. Advaya vasana vruddhitaha karyam vardate and tataha karya vruddhya cha vasana and vardhate. Take it like this. Vasana vruddhitaha karyam vardhate. Karya vruddhya cha vasana and vardhate and tataha punsaha samsaraha sarvatha na nivartate. Again, vasana vruddhitaha karyam vardhate. Karya vruddhya cha vasana and vardhate and tataha punsaha samsaraha sarvatha na nivartate.
Vasana vruddhitaha karyam vardhate. By the growth of vasana, vasanas were seen in detail, the sanskaras in the mind, the latent impressions in the antakarana vasana. By the growth of vasana, vasana vruddhitaha karyam vardhate. What is karya in this context? Vishayanuchintana. See, desires don't crop up just like that. There must be value for the desired object. And value for desired object is based on past samskara. Based on past samskara. Otherwise, you may have You may be amidst the sense object, but may not have a brahmachari in the sari shop. Unless he has a plan to get married. so that is what he has to do with the saris as such. So that is at least the grahastha is there. He may think of his wife. He may purchase. So like that. That's why I told. Now big sari shops, the sari shop, they keep a section with gents wear also. Because husband also comes. He is bekar otherwise. He goes there. By the time the wife purchases here, he purchases half a dozen of things from there. They get business. So that is how it is. So vasana vruddhitaha, that is growth of vasana, karyam vishanuchintanam vardhate. Again, karya vruddhya cha vasana. See, this is a vicious nexus. By the growth of Vishayanuchintana, vasanas get fostered, they get a boost, means they have got mutual cause-effect relationship. Vasanas are because of Vishayanuchintana, Vishayanuchintana is because of vasana. Therefore it says, karya vruddhya cha vasana vardhate. Therefore, tataha, pusaha. Tataha means what? By vasana growth. By vasana growth. Pusaha, sarusaraha, sarvata, na nivase. Therefore, the samsara of the individual doesn't get ended by no means whatsoever. Because the main cause is that by no means whatsoever samsara can get it. This is how Vishyana will continue the samsara. Therefore, what is to be done now? So therefore, see to it that vasanas don't grow. So for that, what is to be done? Let us see.
Samsara bandha vichityai Tatvayam pradadeyati Vasana vruddhiretabhyam Chintaya priyaya bahihi Anvaya Yatihi Sandhi Pradayet Yatihi Anvaya Yatihi Samsara bandha vichityai Tatvayam Pradayet Vasana vruddhiretabhyam Vasana vruddhiretabhyam Chintaya bahihi kriyaya. Again, yatihi samsara bandha vichityai tatvayam pradayet vasana vruddhihi etabhyam chintaya bahihi kriyaya.
Yatihi. Who is yatihi? Prayatnashilaha. The one who puts forth effort for what? To gain moksha. Yatnashilaha, prayatnashilaha. One who puts forth adequate, that is effort to gain moksha. What should you do? Samsara bandha vichitte. For vichitti means vicheda, destruction of what? Samsara bandha, samsara bandha. For the destruction of bondage of samsara, a mumukshu, what should he do? tad dvayam pradahe. Should burn those both. Who are those both? Vasana and tatkarya, that is Vishaya Chintana. Vasana and its effect, Vishaya Chintana, has to be eliminated, have to be burned. Why? What is the reason, sir? Because etabhyam vasana vriddhi. Vasana vriddhi etabhyam. Etabhyam means what? Vasana tatkarya rupabhyam. By these two. Vasana tatkarya rupabhyam. By vasana and its karya, namely Vishaya Chintana. So by these two, vasana tatkarya, what happens? Etabhyam vasana vriddhi. Okay? That is how vasana gets. Like this. No. Etabhyam, by these two. What are those going to be told? See, vasana gives rise to Vishaya Chintana. What does Vishaya Chintana does? No doubt it strengthens the vasana, but it doesn't remain there only. A person thinks of Vishaya with asakti. Is he going to keep quiet? What are you going to do? He is going to act to get the object. Is it not? Some external pursuit is going to take. So therefore, vasana gives rise to Vishaya Chintana. Vishaya Chintana of course strengthens the vasana, but what does it do? It goads the person to take to external activity to acquire the desired object. So that is what? Bahikriya. So etabhyam vasana vriddhi, because by these two, what happens? Vasana vriddhi. Vasana vriddhi. What are those etabhyam? Bahi chintaya bahihi kriyata. What is chinta? Vasana nu chinta. Thinking of sense object. And bahi kriya, external activities to acquire the object. What happens? These two strengthen the vasana. First, that means the reciprocal cause-effect relationship between vasana and Vishaya Chintana. Vishaya Chintana further goes into Bahikriya. Bahikriya and Vishaya Chintana strengthen the vasana. Bahi. And by this two, what happens now? Samsara magnifies. Continue.
Tavyam pravardhamana Sute samsruti matmanaha Trayanam chakshayo vayaha Sarvavasthatu sarvada क्षयोपायः सर्वावस्थासु सर्वदा सर्वत्र सर्वतः सर्वं ब्रह्ममात्रावलोकनम् तद्भाववासनादार्या तत्त्रयं लयम् अश्नुते. Again, ताभ्यां प्रवर्धमाना आत्मनः संस्कृतिं सूते त्रयाणां च क्षयोपायः सर्व अवस्थासु सर्वदा सर्वत्र सर्वतः सर्वं ब्रह्ममात्रावलोकनं तद्भाववासनादार्या तत्त्रयं लयम् अश्नुते.
Sa. What is that sa? Vasana. So now, two have become three now. Vasana earlier only Vasana was there and Vishyama Chintana was there. Now Bahikriya has come. External activity. So that is say, sa means that Vasana. Latent impression about the desired object or desire. Tabhyam pravruddhamana, growing on account of those two. What are those two? Vishyanuchintana and Bahikriya. So we go in there. Then what does by these two mean? Vasana along with Vishyanuchintana and Bahikriya Atmanaha Sausrutim Sute produces the samsara of oneself. Sute means prasute. You know the meaning. Prasuti graha. You know, maternity homes are prasuti graha. This is all this is. Sute. Sute means prasute. That means produces. So that's why Vasana with Vishyanuchintana and Bahikriya produces the samsara. Therefore, what should be done? One has to take to the means of destroying all the things. When? I think once a week, Sunday. Or when you go to temple or some pilgrimage center, so you make the resolution and come. Is it? No. There. Trayanam chakshayopayah. Upaya means to destroy all the three. What are the three? Vasana, Vishyanuchintana, Bahikriya. They should be taken to in this manner. Sarvavasthasu, under all the avasthas. Otherwise not that. When the things are going wrong in life, I think we have to destroy Vasana, Vishyanuchintana and Bahikriya. When things are conducive, वो बाद में देखेंगे, रिटायरमेंट के बाद देखेंगे, अभी नहीं, not that. सर्वावस्थासु. Whether a person is a brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha. Of course, sannyas, without that he can't enter into, he should not enter into sannyas. Avasthasu sarvada, at all times, sarvatra, no part-time business here. Sarvatra, at all time, at all places, sarvataha, by all the means whatsoever. That should be the prime goal of life. Sarvatra. How? This is the means. See, what should be done at all the means? What is the means, or that is, which is to be adopted? under all circumstances, under all states of oneself, all the time, at all the places, by all means. This is what is to be taken. What is that? Sarvam Brahma Matravalokanam. Avalokana, Chintana, discovery, direct knowledge that everything is nothing but Brahma and Brahma only. Ekam Brahma Chidakasham Sarvatmakam Akhanditam Iti Bhavai Yatnena Chetas Chanchalya Nishtayi Shantayi Chetas Chanchalya Shantayi. To pacify the chanchala nature of mind, Ekam Brahma Chidakasham Sarvatmakam Akhanditam Iti Bhavai Chintaya. One and the same Brahma Chaitanya Sarupa is everything. So that is how it is that we shall say Sarvatra Sarvataha Sarva Brahma Matravalokanam. Say, and therefore, and once you take to such a, that's what Niridhyasana, in and through all these things. So we want to see the Adhisthana, the basis of Brahma. Actually, we can never miss Brahma if we are alert. Can the fish at any time miss water? Is it possible? It can't survive without water, is it not? Likewise, can we miss Brahma without which our existence itself is not possible? Even Panchamahabhutas which go into the constitution of the body also is what? Because of Chaitanya Swarupa Brahma. All our activities are because of Brahma. All our experiences are because of Brahma. All knowledge, including the awareness of ignorance, is on account of Brahma. All sukha dukkha, we undergo this thing. We live because of Brahma. How can you get it out? Just impossible. But see present life, how great we are. What are you talking? Brahma? What is that Brahma? We question the very existence of Brahma. We question the very existence of Brahma. So that is how it is. So therefore, by such repeated Niridhyasana, do you know what happens? And different types of vasanas get developed. Earlier vasanas were what? Vishya Vasana. Now here, Atma Vasana or Chinmatra Vasana. The mind gathers such impressions that it has got a tendency to take to the appreciation of Chaitanya Swarupa free from all the Adhyastha things. That is what therefore, Sadbhava, by such avalokanam, what gets developed? Sadbhava vasana dardha. By the dardha. That is what? That is the first status of dridhata, firmness of Sadbhava vasana. Vasana about Sat Swarupa Brahma. No more Vishaya Vasana. Now see, Sadbhava Vasanas counteract Vishaya Vasana. Earlier, because Vishaya Vasanas were so powerful, there was no room for Sadbhava Vasana. Now when you by Sarvada, Sarvavasthasu, Sarvada, Sarvatra, Sarvataha, Sarvam Brahma Matrava Avalokanam, when you take to such Niridhyasana, Sadbhava Vasanas develop, they become Dhrida, and then what? They terminate the Vishaya Vasana. So therefore what happens as a result? Tatrayam layam ashnute. Those three get destroyed. Ashnute means karnoti. Layam means nasham. All those three, what are those three? Vasana, Vishyanuchintana, Bahikriya. All these three get destroyed. Therefore, to gain this firm abidance in the knowledge that Sarvam Brahma, so what should be done? The principle to be adopted is destroy the cause by karya, by effect. To destroy the effect by destroying to destroy the cause, karana, destroy the effect. That is now told.
Kriya nate bhave chinta nashosmad vasanakshayah. Kriya nate bhave chinta nashosmad vasanakshayah. Vasanaprakshayo mokshah. Jivan mukti rishyate. Advaya. Kriya nashe chinta nashah bhavet. Asmat vasanakshayah. Vasanaprakshayah mokshah. Sa jivan mukti ishyate. Again, kriya nashe chinta nashah bhavet. Asmat vasanakshayah. Vasanaprakshyayah mokshah. Sa jivan mukti ishyate.
Kriyanashe. You can add there Bahihi. Bahikriyanashe. Before Kriyanashe you can add Bahi. By the destruction of external activities to procure the desired object, etc. Say Chintanasha. This is not your anxiety, etc. What is chinta? Vishaya chintanasha. So when you curb the desired activities, so what happens? Vishaya chintanasha takes place. So no more brooding about the sense organ. Asmat vasanakshaya. Asmat is what? Vishaya chintanasha. By the destruction of Vishaya chinta. Vasanakshayaha. Vasana gets destroyed. Vasana prakshayaha moksha. Here we have to take into account earlier purpose. What was that? Sarvatra sarva brahma matrāvalokanam means what? Tattvajnana is there. And also you have to take it for granted mano nasha. And this is what the author himself makes it very clear. Context is of Jivan Mukti and not Videya Mukti. Why Manonasha and Vasnakshaya get so much of importance? Why not Tattvajnana alone is sufficient? Context is of Jivan Mukti. In Jivan Mukti, actually Tattvajnana is taken for granted, but it becomes secondary. Manonasha, Vasnakshaya get the primary stage. If it is Videya Mukti, Manonasha, Vasnakshaya should be there, but Tattvajnana gives the importance. So that way, the Sa Jivan Mukti Ishyate. It is accepted as. So now an illustration is given to highlight that by Sadbhava Vasana Dardhya, all these three get destroyed. What are those three? Vasana, Vishayanuchintana and Bahikriya get destroyed by what? That is Sadbhava Vasana Dardhya. What is that Sadbhava Vasana Dardhya? Vasana generated by the direct cognition at all the time, under all circumstances, that everything is nothing but Brahma. How these three get destroyed is explained with the help of an illustration.
Sarvasana Purti Vijrumbhane Tati Yasau Vinina Swahamadivasana Ati Prakrutapya Runa Prabhaya Viliyate Sadhu Yatha Mitra Anvaya Yatha Samitra Ati Prakrurita Api Aruna Prabhayam Sadhu Vidiyate as Tatha Sadvasana Purti Vijrumbhane Sati He Asau Ahamadivasana Tu Vilina as Bhavati. Again, Yama Samitra Ati Prakrurita Api Aruna Prabhayam Sadhu Vidiyate as Tatha Sadvasana Purti Vijrumbhane Sati He Asau Ahamadivasana Tu Vilina as Bhavati.
Yatha Samitra. There is no Mr. Mishra here. Samitra is darkness. Feminine word. Samitra. Just as darkness. Says Ati Prakrushta Api. Intensely dark. For example, let us say Amavasya night, not simply Amavasya night. Sky is totally covered by clouds. Even the diffused light of the stars not seen. So how intense it is. But what happens? That is what Samatra. Ati Prakrushta Ati. Though very much intense. So deep darkness, dense darkness, say Aruna Prabhaya, with the light of dawn, not even sun has not risen, dawn. Aruna is Ushakala. So Aruna Prabha is Ushakala Prabha. The light of the dawn, says Prabhaya, what about Sadhu Viliyate? Gets totally merged means what? It gets dispelled. Viliyate means gets removed, gets dispelled. Sadhu means very well, totally gets it. Is it that? No. Other darkness, but this Amavasya night darkness, you take this. Even sun did not be seen with the, that's why they say no, Aruna is Sarathi of, is said to be the Sarathi of who? The sun, they say. Because why? charioteer will be seen first or Saraswati will be seen first? Saraswati. Saraswati is the forefront. Therefore, that dawn gets destroyed. Viliyate. Tatha. In the same manner, Viliyate. And Tatha. Sadvasana spurti vijrambhane sati. Vijrambhana is here growth. By the growth of Sadvasana spurti. That is that this Sadvasana. What is Sadvasana? Samskara, but that is born of appreciation of Sarvam Brahma. Spurti, Spurana, by the manifestation of the appreciation of Sat Swarupa Brahma. Sadvasana Spurti Vijrumbhane Sati. When it grows, Asau. So Asau, what is this Asau? Ahamadi Vasana. This samskara, Aham, body, etc. is me. Adi for Mama, the Vishaya value, all these things. So that means Vishaya Vasana, all this Ahamadi Vasana. Two means, show the contrast earlier stated now. Vilina Bhavati, becomes totally destroyed. So therefore, by Dharya of Sadvasana, all these three have to be destroyed. What are those three? Vasana, Vishayana Chintana, and Bahikriya. Continue.
Drishyate satyudite dineche Tatha dvayanandarasānubhūtau Naivāsti bandho na ca dukkha bandhah Advaya dineche Udite sati samastamaha karyam anarthajadam na drushyate tatha dvayanandarasānubhūtau bandhaha na eva asti Dukkha bandhaha cha na. Again, dineshe udite sati samastama karyam anarthajalam na drushyate tatha dvayanandarasānubhūtau bandhaha na eva asti Dukkha bandhaha cha na.
Dineshe udite sati. Who is Dinesha? Dinasya Ishaha, the master of the day. Who is the sun? Surya. Dineshe udite sati. Earlier it was told Aruna Prabha. Is Aruna Prabha or darkness? Now, neither darkness is there nor its effect is there. Why? Sun has already risen up. Dineshe udite sati, it says tamaha, darkness. Tamakaryam, that is the effect of darkness. What is that? Anartha jala. Jala, network, samuha of all the calamities, sorrow. Is it? Darkness means calamity. Let Bombay power fail for 1 hour. Bombay children, they can't sleep in darkness because post 24 hours light. it becomes dark, they get scared. Again, darkness means what? All nonsense can strike. Theft, this, that, everything can strike. And that is nowadays. Olden days, snake, tiger, all these fears. So that is how it is. Tamakaryam, anarthajalam, all that network of anartha, sorrow, na drishyate, is not seen at all. Is not seen at all. Tatha, in the same manner, is a advayananda rasanubhutav, anubhutav, when anubhuti, the experience, direct experience of advayananda rasa, the Atma Swarupa, which is Paramananda Swarupa. So when that is directly experienced, is a bandha na eva asti. Bondage is not there at all. So now you may say, what is bondage is not there? Who has tied up our hands, etc.? See, we are free, no? You know what is bondage? In your own language. Dukkha gandha. Now you understand. Now you understand. So, sorrow, bondage is nothing but sorrow only. See? Bandha naivasti is not there. Again, dukkha gandha nacha. Gandha is what? Even not a little of sorrow. If told, our question will be, is it a utopian dream or what? Is it really possible that Paramananda without that thing? That is why you have to begin with Shraddha in the Shuddhi. Who gave Shuddhi? Ishvara. What business Ishvara has got to tell us lie? Again, it is not simple statement of Ishvara. Its truth has been verified by all the masters. Remember how Vivekchoodamani started. So when the Shishya posed the problem, he said, Yenaiva yataha yatayosya param tameva margam tavad nirdisham. I am going to point you out that means which has been trodden by many masters and has been, that is, proved to be effective. Otherwise, now modern day, new, anything you put a new label, that's why. Not this new stuff. All this marketing products, new, but what is the new? That label new is new. You can't contradict. How can you say, see, earlier packet you say, new is not. Now new is there. It is new. Nothing is there. And the more some deterioration, the product also may be there, but new. Our life is not meant for experiment of someone as a guinea pig. Our life is very precious. Life, see, Jantunam Nara Janma Dullabham. Human embodiment is so difficult to get. With some punya in the past we have got. We should be very, very careful in utilizing this and not make a guinea pig of ourselves by the experiment of human. That's why this is a verified path whose efficacy has been verified. That is how it says. So that is in the case. That is, that's why Shraddha is necessary. Why Shraddha is necessary? From our present state, the doubt can be legitimate. Is it really so? That's why one of thing is what? Shamadama, Uparama, Tikiksha, Shraddha, Samadha. Shraddha. That's why Lord Krishna also says. Two main phrases of Lord Krishna. संशयात्मा विनश्यति, श्रद्धावान लभते ज्ञान. Shraddhavan labhate jnana. Because you have every reason to accept the words of the Lord as true. Our Shraddha nowadays, if it comes in the newspaper column, yes. You know that Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to say, at the time of Ramakrishna Paramahansa, don't ask today. Somebody saw a building collapse. Some speakers, wait, let me see whether the building has collapsed in the newspaper. If the news comes in the newspaper, we say, yes, his eyes are reporting that the building has collapsed. Shraddha there. This is, you think that this may be a gullible person, no? All educated people are taken for a ride by this mass media. They are taken for a ride. More advertisement, better be cautious about that. This media hype, no? What happened to swine flu? All created by these people. There are people who died, more people who died because of this. I think you take all India figure of this swine flu, it has not crossed 100. America, it has crossed 4,200. UK still percentage is still more. So that is it. But this media hides it. People sneezes. End of it. So like that. So that is it. Of course, there are some reasons for fear also. Because all hospitals can't treat. That test itself is a big question mark. That also. Medicine is not, that may might have created still further scare is there, but more created by this. The usual diseases like this, malaria, typhoid, more people die, nobody takes that statistics. They only give all this they want, this is that. So therefore I say, so nacha, that is in the anandarasa, advayananda rasanubhutau, bandha na dukkha gandha cha na.
Swasti prajabhyo